big question, how do I deal with a spiritual awakening? Because if a spiritual awakening is happening, it changes your life completely. In one moment, you can feel that you're not the body-mind, but that you are really the awareness that is constantly aware of the body-mind. And this spiritual awakening can seem like an extremely challenging thing, because oftentimes it brings up a lot of contrast, because your previous experiences have been mind dominated. Our life seems like we are the mind, we're thinking a lot and we're trying to control the body through the mind. And then suddenly we become aware that we're actually the awareness that's seeing the mind, the thoughts, the ideas, the feelings, and that's seeing the body, the sensations, etc. We suddenly notice that there's a slight distance there. And it can feel like freedom, but it can also feel like such a deep and spiritual moment, which changes our life, that we now need to do a lot. And I had somebody ask me how to deal with this spiritual awakening. I think the biggest thing is that we trust ourselves, because we as spiritual beings are made for this. We are all spiritual beings, we're all awareness, God, watching the unfoldment of the soul through the body and mind. And this awareness, which is very new, a lot of new things can also come into our awareness through our new sense of being aware, right? Because now, first we were aware of the body and mind, but we were just in it, right? We were the movie character, and now we see we are in the cinema watching the body-mind on the screen of awareness. And the tendency is, because we become aware, to try to control it more. Try to now spiritually control it. Should I now go further, right? Should I now watch more videos? Should I do this intense yoga? Should I do this new technique? Should I read all the spiritual books, etc.? And all those things might be helpful, but the most important thing is just to enjoy your life, do things that naturally make you happy, and try to live as natural as possible. Because you will notice that you have natural tendencies. You'll also become aware of your natural tendencies. And sometimes some of those tendencies you have do not feel so natural anymore. And that's also something to explore, or something to see or to realize. Because you maybe start having deeper intuitions. The most important thing though is to realize you are awareness. And that the body and mind are already free, because there is no control, you're just awareness. But the body and mind have not been feeling free. So you as a spirit might be free, but the body-mind has not felt free. And this is a natural process of that contraction, or that boundness of the body-mind, to start dissolving. And it starts dissolving by you settling yourself in being aware of awareness, in letting the body-mind be, in surrendering or relaxing the body-mind. Because let me give you the two main paths of spirituality. That's surrender, that's letting go of the need to manage your life, and through that the ego naturally comes up because it wants to control, and you just let it go, you let it die. That's one way. It's the easy way. And then there's another way, which tends to take longer, and that's through techniques. And those techniques, what they do is they force you in the present. Sort of they say, only this aware of being awareness, just only do that, focus on that. And mostly those are meditation techniques, that you learn to be more present in your day, that you learn to be more mindful, that you slowly build in or become somebody that has more awareness, that's more in the awareness instead of in the mind trying to control the body. There's one path of surrender and one of discipline. One of discipline through technique, meditation, for example, mostly, and the other one is through surrender. And The meditation path tends to be more arduous and more hard, but there's a big downside and or a big upside for people, and that's for a long time they can leave their normal lives alone. But actually that's not really effective, because for meditation to be effective, you take it with you everywhere, right? You are that, and surrender is the big art of that, to just be as you are currently, because there's only one thing which is keeping you bound, which is keeping you suffering, and that is not fully accepting that we don't know anything, not fully accepting that we just are, not fully accepting this moment. All we have is this moment, and in this moment we are free. We are experiencing what we are. We don't know what will happen next, and we don't need to know. That's pure freedom. This is again and again and again and again, each moment. That's all we know. And anybody that says they know anything about anything else that's not currently happening, they're full of shit. But that's what the mind is currently doing. It's projecting the current moment, or even past memory, onto the future. It's an idea, right? And it's also an idea which creates suffering. Life is inherently insecure, it's inherently free, and we don't know. But we don't face this. We run away from it by working hard, by doing something to change it, by trying to control the body, trying to control the work, trying to control the mind, trying to control everything. We are free, my friend. And take your time in this spiritual awakening process. Trust yourself to become more and more who you are by resting in awareness, by just being with what is, by taking quiet time to reflect, to meditate, to relax, to be as you are, and slowly integrate that into every fiber of your cell, to slowly make the body free, the mind free, to let your movements be free, let your work be free, let your heart be free, let your thoughts be free. Let them clarify themselves. You are just aware of them. Let's say you have a glass with sand and water. What happens if you stir, you get muddy water. And if you just do nothing, then naturally it'll filter itself out and you have water and you have mud. Sand in the bottom. Clarity will come for you in your spiritual awakening. It will stabilize. You will get the realizations which are meant for you. And the more you can surrender, the more peaceful you'll be, but also the more exposed you'll be to the truth of that which you are. And it's a beautiful exposure. Trust this process, trust yourself, take your time, but also be as awareness. Be that which you are. Stop controlling yourself so hard. Be free. Bye.